Hey, how are you doing? When you help someone, you must not generate interest in it. This is my very important policy of my life. And it's like when you help someone, you must not demand something in return for your acts of kindness to others. And you must not help someone on the premise that you expect something in return from a person whom you help. So I believe individuals' kinds of acts driven by unconditional love becomes a great power to reform our society and contribute to solution of war and conflicts rampant around the world. So, and if every single support from individuals is big enough, the world will be shifted to the one without war and conflict gradually. And observing technology innovations made after the dawn of internet in 1990s, there have been so many platforms that connected people with various sense of value and that supports solution of people's concerns and worries. And in that sense, appearance of great invented platforms that provided services that enabled us to share mutual various information and experiences was absolutely the very important first single step to stimulate our altruism. So it's too obvious for anybody to be surprised. Providing useful information that helps someone in trouble is the most basic contribution to others, and that makes us easy to do an act of kindness with unconditional love. So I think the tech innovation that enabled us to create such a platform is undoubtedly a great weapon to reform our society covered with great amounts of people's resentment evil in our society. So, but when I when I see when I see maturity of users of such platforms on the internet, the problems we have to solve just pile up. On the contrary, posts that spark arguments and bring volatile situation end up pulling us in chaos where we confront conflicts, even on the internet. So people's naive aspects that allows them to establish themselves by harsh criticism and terrible verbal attack come into sharp relief. And insult, ridicule, and abuse and death threat and crime notice from anonymous are overflowing on the internet, and each country's legal system can't even perfectly catch up with the acts of evil to maintain morality on the internet. So it's like a chaos developed by irresponsible behaviors by peoples. So it's nothing new about it. It's nothing new about it. But far from environment where we bring out our altruism, we always face a lot of problems that are attributed to people's conflicts, even on the internet. So I think the technology that enables us to communicate each other and leave conversation recourse, leave comment recourse in the log in the form that everyone can browse it, is really sensational now after all this time. But I think some users on the internet, users and some users of this kind of internet platforms are essentially quite primitive mentally, and these people sometimes incite supporters to dangerous riots and dangerous conflict through social media or something, and that's not really good. That's not really good. And they use web platforms, which makes us possible to help someone for evil purpose deliberately. So you may not know there are thousands of videos that people are killed by someone cruelly. That's really shocking. I think some situation on the internet has been improving to that in the past, but you know people's people's spirituality and maturity and morality don't reach the level that they can make the best of web platform for bringing out their altruism. I think evil acts that happen on the internet is no different from the one that happened outside in the world, in the sense that people are fighting each other over the different sense of value and over a kind of ownership or something. But even in the situation, internet services even in this situation, internet services was very good system that is considered to bring out great aspects of people's state of mind, that they help someone out, appears one after another, which is like Quora, and GitHub or something. These are really good web platforms. So I hope another web platform that nicely help bring out people's altruism keep coming out from now on. So even so, the systems of these platforms basically takes advantage of tendency of people's reciprocation, and people keep posting good answers for questions because they want to earn users' point. That is an indicator of an excellent users or not excellent users, or they want to gain popularity in the platform. So this system gives participants owner of a good evaluation from others and a kind of social status, social position, and some kind of privilege inside the platform. So from what I see, there's no elements of unconditional love, and there's no elements of unconditional love when people help someone on web platforms, and there's necessarily a interest between users and platforms in the process that people do something for someone through the platforms. So we will have to rely. So we still have to rely too much on the power of reciprocation to bring out people's altruistic. Well, we cannot say this as altruistic, but so yeah, we always have to rely too much on the power of reciprocation to bring out people's altruistic potential, even though we have such wonderful, web platforms on the internet. So we still have to evolve mentally, and we are still baby mentally.